Greetings. I'm at a different location, so I was just trying to work the system. But welcome everyone that's on the call and those who will hear this video. First, I would like to give my complete respects to Fawohodie Square and Director Mama Njideka for all your hard work and consistency to improve the African community. I think this is a special outlet for us as a community. So I'm forever grateful and thankful to be a part of this. So I'd just like to honor that respect first. I'd like to honor respects to my elders and ancestors and those who paved the way for us to do what we do today. So I appreciate them. I'll be teaching the course, I say Entrepreneur in You. I'm so excited about doing this. It's something I do every year. I really feel that economics is a question that we have to resolve in our communities in terms of how to be successful entrepreneurs, but not someone who's just making money, but how to create community entrepreneurs to build a better community. So we're going to go over a brief introduction to what we're going to be dealing with in this course, and then I'll take questions at the end if there are any. First, we wanted to start with what we teach. First, we're heavily influenced by reinventing the Black Wall Street model. That was the African community in Tulsa, Oklahoma, who created everything for themselves. And because of the extreme racism that exists in America in the 1920s, this African community decided to do for self. And that's what we're talking about reinventing when we talk about entrepreneurship. Not just having a business, but developing our own plumbing systems, developing our own gardens, developing our own food supply. So it's bigger than just entrepreneurship and the common sense of what we're used to. We're talking about building a community and using those resources to extend our development as a people. So we teach about the Black Wall Street model in terms of how to develop businesses that will improve the quality and foundation of our community. We talk about Marcus Garvey and Black enterprise. And the reason why we spend such a great deal of time, I say we spend at least our first 2 to 3 sessions, we talk about and deal with Marcus Garvey and his enterprises that he established. So we talk about Marcus Garvey. Then we go into how to write a business plan, how to write a market, a budget, and financial plan, building community entrepreneurship. And I coined this term a while ago in terms of what is a community entrepreneur. In order to even be a part of the classes or work within our courses, you have to be willing to give back to your community. So that's one of our fundamental principles, is that whatever you build has to be in the development and the improvement of the quality of the community. So it's impossible to say that you're a community entrepreneur and for example, go out and build a liquor store. That's not the type of entrepreneurs that we're talking about. We're talking about creating a water supply. We need clean water, and that's the type of business that we hope that our youth create. We need farms. We need food supply. So we hope that our entrepreneurs become agriculture people. And we also talk about, which I found very important, is bartering. It's not just about money either, currency. We teach young people how to barter. Because that's the old African tradition. So we might not always function in currency. So we teach our young people the importance of bartering our skill set so that we can, it might be a people within the community who might not have the currency. So we spend a great deal of time with teaching African youth how to barter those resources. And we also, so that's when we talk about with community entrepreneurship and community development. My primary purpose is to teach entrepreneurship in the sense of community empowerment and community sovereignty, okay? So whatever we touch, we want that to bring about sovereignty within our community. So that's why we're here, that's why we exist. So we also, why we teach Marcus Garvey in our courses, and this is very important for me because Marcus Garvey was so profound in terms of what he built. But he didn't just do it by himself. He did it with a community, with his organization, UNIA. So the fact that Marcus Garvey had a shipping company called the Black Star Line, the fact that he had the Black Cross Navigation System, the Negro World newspaper, Marcus Garvey believed that whatever we needed, we had to create. So he created his own newspaper. And that's the world that we exist in today. All right, so you see all these negative images that exist about African people. So Marcus Garvey expanded and created his own newspaper and started to develop. And you can go even in, I was watching an article, reading an article today about other black communities that are popping up that's doing the similar stuff that these Africans did. So that's what we want to reinvent, all right? We want to control our own newspapers. We want to control our own nurses. We want to be able to control our own water flow. I'm at my parents' house right now. We have our own well system, so we don't depend on the state for water because they dug their well, and so I'm drinking well water every day while I'm here in Mississippi. So that's what we want to teach our youth to do, to develop their own wells. We have to be able to build our own buildings, build our own structures, build our own homes, and we want to use that to improve the quality of our community. That's what we want to push our youth to do. So that's why we use Marcus Garvey as one of our guides in terms of entrepreneurship, because Marcus Garvey was a part of the Black Business League in the 1920s. And they used that not to become capitalists, but they used it to develop business within their communities. And they had a business league to connect all the businesses within his New York, but also the United States. So we feel it's important that if we're going to be successful as people, that we have to take control of our economic capital and resources as well. So that's one of the reasons why we use Marcus Garvey as our guide. And this is Black Wall Street. And if you look at Black Wall Street, you'll see that they had over 600 businesses. Now, they say 21 churches, not the churches that we're used to seeing, but these churches were actively involved in improving the community. They had 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters, 6 private airplanes. This is in 1921. So 1 hospital, 1 bank, its own school system. But what's even more important about Black Wall Street is they had their own curriculum, okay? And it was based on African principles, because Black Wall Street was known as Little Africa, okay? So they were very connected to their culture, and the curriculum that they created would guide the community towards being not only being an African, but using your Africanness to, express yourself, using your Africanness to work with your brother and work with your sister. So that's what we're talking about when we use these models to show our young people and show what is possible. And I know a few organizations, a few people who are doing this even in today. If we go to Atlanta, you'll see tag team marketing with those Africans who are using tag team marketing to connect African businesses throughout the world, not just the United States, but the world. So using those type of models, I bring that in as well to show young people, even in modern times, what we're able to do and what we can do when we look at business from a different perspective. All right, so class materials needed. All right, so let me go back first, because this is my expectations for my class. Now, I always deal with expectations because I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for a while now. But one of the things that I encourage our students to do is come to class ready to learn. That's the most important thing. Being ready to learn, come to class prepared to work, to be engaged, to be on time. That's a big thing of mine in terms of being on time, because I think it's so important and valuable. Coming to a place and space ready to work and ready to get your work done. After doing this for some time now, I'm really appreciative of young people and their energy in this course. I'm really, excited. I was so excited to go to Atlanta to the Home Expo conference and seeing some of the students that I taught online, seeing them in person, and their energy just to see you. It's just amazing. And so I'm so appreciative of all the young people that we've been able to teach in terms of their energy and what they bring to the table. We have some really smart and talented young people who are just soaking this information up, not just in my course, but all the courses at Fawohodie, in terms of soaking the information up. And that's why we exist. That's why we're here. This is our purpose as African people, and the people who direct these schools, is to give this to the young people so they can soak it up, and then they're going to pass it to the next generation. All right. Class materials needed. You only need a notebook and pencils for this course. We call it the Entrepreneurship Notebook. And that's what the youth would take all their notes and be prepared to bring those in every session. Because one thing I learned about entrepreneurship, it's a lot of terms, there's a lot of definitions, but if you're studying them on a consistent basis and applying them, because we teach our young people how to apply this knowledge, and then you become a successful community entrepreneur. I know we don't have much time today, and I just want to leave you with this, because this is my mentor, Professor Jeremy Clark, who laid the groundwork. Besides what my parents done, laid the groundwork for me. So I really appreciate everything that this Bible had to offer us. So we must take control of our communities, and the only way we can do that is to start by taking control of our education. And once we take control of our education, then we can lead ourselves in the directions in which we must go. So I appreciate this space. I appreciate this opportunity, and I'll take questions if there are any.
Baba Samora, you might want to let people know again or remind them when your class is.
Say it again. Oh, my classes will be on Thursdays. So my classes start on Thursdays, and it's 9 a.m., right? Yeah. Yeah, 9 a.m. That's when they start. 9:30. 9:30. So it's on Thursday, starting
9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern Time. Any other questions or comments for Baba Samora? Well, Baba Samora, I'm very much looking forward to your class. I give thanks, honors, and thanks to you coming back. I know that you are quite busy and are teaching young people all around the world. You know, the youthpreneur and entrepreneur basics and beyond. So uniqueseminars.com is your website, and encourage everyone to go over there. .org, Unique Seminars with an S, uniqueseminars.org, and encourage everyone to go over to his website to check out more of what he's doing. And his class will be on Thursday, so let's see, September 22nd is when his class begins, and he's up and ready for registration right now. So if you and your children have the urge to join his class, definitely go ahead and ask you to take advantage of our 15% discount now and join today. So give thanks, Baba, and greetings to the family.
Good thing.
Dua to you.
All right, thank you. Peace.
Peace and love to you. I want to say akwaba and greetings to people who just came in. I want to ask, did anybody just join us that's on the phone? Anyone that's joined us that's on the phone only? We have an attendee in our room, attendee room, who I don't know, it's E65. Your name isn't up there, but let me take you off of mute so that you can, yes, would you let us know who you are? Baba, is that you?
Chris.
Oh, okay, and tell us your full name, please.
Chris Norris.
Chris Norris. Okay, I did see a C. Norris up there. Well, welcome, Baba. How did you hear about us?
Ashley brother and Sister Aisha actually introduced me to it.
Oh, Baba, okay. You're in Georgia.
Yes, in Augusta.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, I know you. Okay. Well, welcome. We are, let's see, Baba Baye, are you on with us right now? Okay. Well, our next, we don't really start officially until the halfway into the hour. We're not quite there yet. So for those of you who are here, again, I want to say greetings and welcome to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask now, or you can type it in our chat box as well. And if no questions, let's just sit back. We've got a little bit of time, and we'll wait for Baba Baye. And once he's in, then we'll do some introductions really quick and then listen to his presentation. So give thanks.